Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Has it cooled down for any of you out there? Man, summer's upon us. It is July 14th. 14th? Yeah, 14th. Boy, it was warm today. It's still pretty warm, but at least I'm in my office at a nice cool 78 degrees, and I feel pretty good. So today's video is going to be about teleprompter software. Now, I started down the road when I got all my equipment. I wanted teleprompter software. And I ran across a product called PromptSmart Pro. And it does voice tracking or voice activation. And it scrolls based on when you're reading a script. And I think it works pretty well. But I started asking questions to certain podcasters out there, and they said that they don't like it. Some of the females podcasters say it doesn't pick up their voice very well. And I guess to each their own. But I started having a problem too. And I've come to find out that a lot of it is on the way you format your scripts. And if you put a lot of garbage in there, meaning brackets and dot, 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 or one versus ONE or things of that nature, it has a big effect. So you got to be simplistic about this when you're putting your script together. And a couple of the other takeaways I ran across too when that are very positive is when you stare into a teleprompter, try to make the margins narrow so that people can't tell that you're looking from left to right. And that was one takeaway. And the other one is like, look away. Don't, fake them out. Don't stay like this, glued at it, trying like you're reading something. Just kind of, look away and look back and that sort of thing, which I thought was very helpful. So I'm trying to take some of these tips and tricks and kind of perfect my craft, so to speak. So anyway, I'm going to start off. I'm going to do two things here. One is going to be from my view. I want you to see what I'm looking at when I'm reading this teleprompter, and two, what you're looking at when I'm looking into the camera. All right. So let's begin because I don't want to keep this thing too long here. So I'm going to switch over. I've got teleprompter running on two devices. I've got it running on a bigger iPad 12.9, and I've also got it running on my DesView stand here, my DesView teleprompter, and that's my little Mac Mini. So let me go over to there's my Mac Mini. Now, the reason I'm showing it to you on my other iPad is because this is inverted through my mirror. So I want you to kind of see as I go along. So let me go over here. All right, so this is the correct way. So I'm going to just start reading, and I'm going to go off script a little bit, and you'll see that it stops, and then I can continue. So, hi, my name is Gio, and we are starting a podcast. This podcast will be a hybrid consisting of both pre-recorded and live, so you can ask questions and get answers. Now, I'm going to go off script here and just talk about the weather and, my day was stressful today and this and that and the other, and just keep talking there, and you can see it's not scrolling, but then I can go back on script. We'd like to ask our audience by taking a poll of what you want to learn. It could be anywhere from system design and infrastructure to desktop applications. One of my strengths is cybersecurity, so that can be a whole series in itself. Go ahead and submit your comments, and we'll start this podcast rolling. It will definitely be educational, adventurous, and fun. Please stay tuned. Ciao for now. Now you see that it went ahead and it scrolled and it paused and it did what it was supposed to do. But I've been tweaking this a little bit. It was a very simple script. I didn't have a lot of punctuation. Well, I have punctuation in there, but I don't have a bunch of double punctuation, dot, 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 like, bracket, say this, bracket. So there is a proper way of formatting. All right. Now, I'm going to go back and do this again, and you're going to be looking at me here. And I'm going to start. Let me scroll back here. And we're just going to go again. I'm going to talk off script again. So here we go. Hi, my name is Gio, and we are starting a podcast. This podcast will be a hybrid consisting of both pre-recorded and live, so you can ask questions and get answers. We'd like to ask our audience to take a poll of what you want to learn. It could be anywhere from system design and infrastructure to desktop applications. One of my strengths is cybersecurity, so that can be a whole series in itself. So go ahead and submit your comments and we'll start this podcast rolling. It will definitely be fun, adventurous, and educational. Please stay tuned. Ciao for now. So there you go. I don't know if you noticed, I looked away a little bit. I didn't make it obvious, like I'm looking like this, trying to read off of a teleprompter. So there is an art to doing this. Am I an expert at it? Heck no. Am I getting better at it? I did public speaking for many years in front of large audiences. I used, PowerPoint slides, things of that nature. I taught for Microsoft for many years, taught for Intel as a contractor. There's an art to it. There's an art to teaching. There's an art to engagement. I've been out of that realm for quite some time, but I still like to put educational videos together for clients, more to show them things, how to do things. And putting a face to something has a lot. So anyway, love to hear your comments and what you thought. This product isn't cheap, but it isn't free, and it's not the cheapest game in town. But you know what? Ask yourself what your time is worth, and if you have to keep redoing things or getting frustrated, not worth it. Rather spend the money and just do it. So anyway, ciao for now.